bill proposed in the Nevada legislature could change our state's rental landscape. Assembly Bill 340 would make evictions different and also require landlords to go through a specific court filing process. Sasha Loftus joins us live at the Las Vegas Justice Center downtown with more on both sides of this issue.
Denise, if AB 340 moves forward, it would require landlords to come here to the courts before they evict someone. Now, those backing the bill say it would level the playing field, but those opposing it say it could cause financial problems.
It's frustrating.
This man, who doesn't want to share his name, says he's struggling to make ends meet.
I look at some of the people down in my neighborhood that had apartments right there and just living on the street.
He tells me rent at his apartment, where he's lived for nearly 30 years, recently.
Pause. Okay. Now listen. I don't want the old people to be in trouble, okay? All right? I don't want the veterans and the disabled to be in trouble, right? But listen, now Black people, okay? Shout out to everybody else, but I got to talk to the Negroes right now, okay? This one is the top one so far, 30 years renting. 30 years renting, y'all. Come on. I know that everyone is not supposed to own, or probably won't own. I won't say supposed to, is not going to own. Maybe they don't have the wherewithal. Maybe they're not interested. Maybe they live a nomad life. Maybe they, are a trucker or something. That's kind of one thing. But you actually sat in a place for 30 years and no tea, no shade. Look at this place. No offense. Look at this place. This back here is probably a casino. This big old tall building here. He lived right here. Now, I done been on the outskirts of the strip. It ain't cute at all. Now, I guess I can walk through there a little bit better than I feel walking through Atlantic City. But it seems like places like where a bunch of gambling is, it kind of is like seedy, I shall call it, right? Oh my goodness, sir. I'm sorry to hear about this, sir. But what we don't need to do is rent for 30 years. You could get a condo, a small condo, which is apartment-ish. Okay. They will take care of all the crap on the outside. You take care of the crap on the inside, and you still can own it. So if it's a variable rate, then of course you would go ahead and maybe have a different payment. Excuse me. But for the most part, it'll stay around the same way. You build in your equity, you own it, you can change things, blah, 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 right? Why are we renting for 30 years, y'all? Come on. I can't. He didn't change the name again. Shout out to Salty Balls. I cannot with you. I can't with you. It says, I'm the original. If don't drip dusty or taste salty, it ain't me. I can't stand you. I cannot stand you. Thank you so much for the support. You are a mess.com. I have to update the stream sponsor. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. But we got to stop this, y'all, Black people. Come on now. We got to do better. We got to get some financial literacy. We have to do some things and think about our future, not the right now, but the future. And I'm assuming he don't have anyone else, which I guess is a good thing, but still, it's a sad situation, honestly. If you get to be at such of an age in your life and you may be put out on the street because you never thought that where you live, the landlord would ever change. Landlords will change in a heartbeat, y'all. Not to be mean or not to try to give you a hard time. People be wanting to get out of the business and then they done. They be like selling it. You know what I mean? Or I'm tired, or I'm gonna renovate and you gotta go. It could be anything. You are at the whim and the mercy of someone else. And I know people will say, when you really don't own your own home, 30 years, he could have owned something. That's 30. That is the damn mortgage right there. 30 years, he done paid someone else's mortgage, basically. I'm gonna need us to think a little bit further than the in front of our face and right now. I'm sorry. That's crazy.
Jumped from $500 to $800 a month.
$800? $800? I'm sorry, y'all. Let me stop. I'm being negative. I'm sorry. I'm being negative. Because what might sound simple to me might not be simple to others. But if he was paying like $500 for 30 years, for 30 years, and now they're raising it $300, do you not think that that was kind of a benefit to have it at $500? Now, mind you, he probably only has one room, a bathroom, and a pot to piss in, okay? $500 for 30 years. Is this much different, y'all? Seriously and honestly, is this much different than the lady who got to live for free for 10 years? And then when they said you need to just pay $7,500, you can own the whole thing. And she's like, I don't have no money. I don't have no money after not paying mortgage, rent, nothing for 10 damn years. Come on, y'all. We be making the most effed up decisions. We don't want to get no help. We don't be asking for no help. We don't be planning for the future. And I'm talking to the Negroes right now. And then turn around and say, woe is me, woe is me. No, this is the elder. Come on now. You're supposed to be like smarter. Let me just say smarter. Okay. Maybe not smarter than like younger people. You know what I mean? What has this man learned in his life? No offense against him, but come on, y'all. This is half damn crazy. Shout out to the Quiet Storm. The Quiet Storm for the 50. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. He says, have 10 coffees on me. Sounds like I need a coffee right now. I'm gonna get it when I'm done. Oh no, I'm getting wine when I'm done. 10 coffees on me to help prevent that snoring. You know what? Y'all are a mess. He's like, laugh out loud. Listen, I do snore. I ain't even gonna front. And I'm sure I was up in that chair as it was massaging me, and she was massaging my legs and had the hot towels on and using the rocks. Woo, child. Let me stop. Let me stop. Thank you so much to Quiet Storm, new stream sponsor. You guys are showing off today. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I wish that this man on the screen and all these other people had the wherewithal to understand and know that, you know, you can help yourself by having some financial literacy and getting it. I think that's our number one problem. Besides, no, I would say I honestly say it's number one. Because if you knew financially what it costs to live, you would not be then having all these kids by yourself, because they ain't cheap. F them kids, y'all. Okay. It's like, I'm just playing.
While his landlord gave him a 60-day notice, he's come close to being evicted.
We often hear the term summary eviction.
Assembly Bill 340, presented to the Nevada Legislature Assembly Judiciary Committee Wednesday, is meant to help people like this.
It's like, oh, you've been evicted.
Will Pregman is with Battleborn Progress, a local organization backing the bill. He says it would require a landlord to file an official court complaint and serve a tenant with a copy of it before an eviction.
If the landlord needs to evict a tenant, that can still happen, but there has to be an ability for the tenant to reasonably respond to it.
But some call AB 340 a bad idea. Derek Mollinger of Vice Realty Group, which manages this man's building, sent a statement saying, in part, landlords have been destroyed in the state because of AB 486. Now the state seeks to further damage landlords with this new bill.
What I'm paying for is not worth it at all.
All while this one of many.
Now he gonna say that it's not worth it at all, but you've been there for 30 years, sir. Come on. And shout out to, like, I'm scared to even say the name now. I got to check. Salty Balls for 31. He said match. That's funny. You're actually over by $1. That's funny. You guys are so funny. Thank you so much. I got to update. Y'all gonna make me work today, I see. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You guys are too much. You are so funny. But why is it that he gonna say it's too much, sir? Then why was you there all this time? See, this is where the no empathy and no sympathy come in, because as soon as the change comes through, that's when everybody is complaining. You know what I'm saying? Why were you not saying this well before now? You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. We got to do better. This just pisses me off.
Annie, who says he hopes to see something change. Now, AB 486, which passed around the time of the pandemic, stops eviction if there is a pending application for rental assistance. That's set to expire in June. Now, as for this new bill, it still would have to pass through the Senate and the state assembly to get to the governor's desk to be signed into law. As for the landlord, that statement we mentioned, you can read that full statement on our website, 8newsnow.com. Reporting.
Thanks, Sasha. You're the best, child. You're the best. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need us to get it together. I'm really gonna need us to get together. I'm not trying to bring up the other situation that we don't want to talk about because we tired of talking about it. But I feel like, and yes, I said feel, the Africans don't really have financial literacy either. Plus, in my opinion, allegedly, they might not be in the best financial situations to begin with based off of what's going on in their country. So, any deal that comes to them where they can get some money on the regular, then they are going to take it. They're not thinking like, oh my God, this is not good. This is not good. You know what I mean? This is not good enough. This is really, I hate to say it, slave labor. But they need the money so bad that it's like, all right, it's better than nothing, and maybe hopefully it can transition into something else. But 3 years, child, they over there. We ain't gonna talk about it though. So anyway, shout out to Bunker in the building. I see you. He said, oh yes, it's ladies night and the feelings right. It's actually eviction night tonight. It's eviction night tonight. We're trying to get back to some of the normal stuff, quote unquote normal stuff. Walk 3434 with another 2 says, can we blame JPT? There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. I think we can.